I sat on this a while because I didn't know exactly what to say about it. Most people that I've watched have made this song about politics and whether it's left or right or whatever. Um, and I don't. They're missing. I think they're missing the complete what the song is actually about, because I truly believe that Oliver Anthony wasn't someone who practiced politics. Uh, I mean, some of the stuff might contradict because of what, in his position he was. Um, Oliver Anthony is a worker, and I have I have the video. You're not gonna see it. It's easier for me just to play it off and play the music that way. You're not missing much. It's just a guy in his uh, you know in the forest. His I think his home. So uh, before we get started, I just wanted to just summarize it before we start, because um, a lot of uh, all of this is in the mind of a working man. Working men hate taxes because they work. Working men, want more money. I mean, who doesn't? But working men think that people on welfare are lazy. I mean, I'm not all of them, but some of them do. Some of the more like disgruntled ones would be more angry at people on welfare that are not using it. Uh, and there are some people not using it how they should. I think personally, everyone should be on welfare. Um, I don't mean that in a socialist way. I mean that in a it would be nice to see one day we all had were on some sort of welfare that helped all of us. Um, so you know, I just everyone gets some extra money just for a cushion. I think that would be really good, but that's not the point. The point is that this man, he's just a hard worker. He's talking about miners, like people in the mine, people working, looking out for the miners instead of the other miners. And I can see why people honestly took it to like a left or right thing, because um you know people always go to the part of the song where he's talking about um just you know uh the welfare, people shouldn't be on food rounds. He made a rebuttal of that, um that he was just saying that because it's hard to actually get what they're supposed to eat. I don't believe that. I think that was insincere, because he could have worded that a lot better. He was. I don't blame him for, if you're a worker, you're gonna look at people on welfare that don't work a lot different. Like like I understand some of them are like, okay, well, there's people that need it, and some believe some people need it, some people don't, and some people believe that it's getting in the way of people who need it. I So there's that. But also, if you're working all day, you're not really thinking about politics. So you're just like, those lazy bums, come on. That I'm working 12 hours a day, really hard in the mine, while these guys are on welfare. Like, that's gonna happen when you're in their shoes. I don't care what your political beliefs are. If you are working that many hours, you will get jealous of people on welfare. So it just makes perfect sense for that. So let's just go through it, and I'll pick it apart uh, little by little.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away.
You see, people that work so much and they get off and they're just so tired they can't do anything else. So they just literally just drown their sorrows away like with alcohol or something. Just do nothing because they're just so exhausted, you know, working all day, like he says.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is.
Yeah, people are saying like this is, some of it's on the right. The only instances that you could say that's on the right is complaining about people on welfare. If that wasn't in there, I've seen people be like, "Oh, I'd agree with it." Anyone would agree that there's there's a problem with if you're working anywhere, most people will agree there's a problem with people on the top because they're not giving you enough money, or you feel disvalued with how much you're working versus how much you're getting paid. It's not a political thing. It's just like a worker thing. So yeah, I 100% agree that this guy wasn't into politics when he made this. Like I said earlier.
Living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
See, when you're working like 10-hour shifts, what happens is when you're working 10-hour shifts, like, um, forgive forgive me if I didn't say it perfectly, like how I thought about you know welfare and stuff like that. This is just on the cuff of my, but but this lyric, he's talking about rich man of Richmond, they want to have total control. He's talking about Washington D.C., Richmond, or just where he lives. He just sees that as the work, like his bosses. You know, I don't. Yeah, it might be his bosses, and also as people Washington D.C. When someone works 24/7, they do not want to give up any of their money. So that's why people that work so hard for what they got, they're against taxes. You know, it's not, like I said, it's not necessarily a right thing. A right wing thing. It's workers in general would like to, um, yeah. I mean, get keep their money that they worked hard for. That's how they think. And this guy was just speaking of emotion, and a lot of the stuff that he said might have not been 100% like tactful or whatever, but he's just speaking his heart. So anyway.
Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and I don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men, 'cause the rich men. I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God.
Again, like, that is just literally, like, when you put your hard work and soul and wanting to pay your taxes, and you pay your taxes to people that aren't trying in their lives, like whether or not they have mental health problems or not, if they truly how they see it should or should not be on welfare, type thing. So yeah, it's more of a um uh they they just see it as you're taking my money, and they work so hard for it. That's how they see it. You're taking my money. They feel like if they work so hard for like just to get by, and then someone goes in and takes something and gives it to people that who they see aren't working hard enough, that's what they see. So that's what they believe.
If you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down.
Now I wondered if that was a suicide line. Like, young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground. That sounds like a suicide. Um, because so it's easy to blame people on the top. I mean, for like stuff out of your control. When you feel like out of control, what do? You blame the person above you, whether it's a boss, your parents, the government, whatever. So that's exactly what he's doing.
Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is.
So, uh, my interpretation of that is, well, we definitely need a better system for everybody where we're distributing more money, in my opinion, to other people, so people don't feel like they have to always, like, why is it always for the people on welfare? Why can't everybody just pay in some, and then we could like borrow money from the government, so when we get it back, we get more money, because you're loaning money to the government, kind of like a bank thing. Just an idea. um I kind of just thought about this idea when I started recording, but um, and unless there needs to be a better way, whether you think it's through how I'm saying it, or however you want to see it. If you see it with cutting taxes more for it to you know, but I you know that's how to when you're cutting taxes. You know that's some people believe that will open up um more people, more money for everybody, um, that we don't have to pay in our taxes. Um, Not what I believe, but some people believe. So, um, some of the things that I believe that he is complaining about could be kind of the catalyst of making things better. Because how I see it is, taxes are very important for people to, especially people that really need the money. Yes, there's going to be people on welfare that technically don't need it. Again, like I said, I don't see a problem with that, because I feel like everybody should get the benefit of this. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm flawed thinking, but that's just what I believe. Um, and everyone believes a different thing, and I respect everyone's beliefs. But um, but I just see all these people working so hard, like he is, with my friends and family, and I just want to have a better solution. I don't think this way is any helpful unless um you know unless we can get someone business savvy into the office and and figure out our financial situation again. So um but what do I know? I so he just he's just emphasizing it is, oh it is, like, because he just wishes it wasn't true. He wishes that, you know, like, things came easier.
And it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is.
That saying it twice emphasizes his pain and you know how he feels. So
Living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men know for Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. Cause the rich men know the rich men.
that's another people say, oh, it leans more right because he's talking about, your dollar being taxed to no end. But again, this isn't just in the mind of a worker. Whether they are right winged or not, they're gonna have this mindset. When what they consider what they're working for is, and then they feel like they're getting the shaft. In other words, I don't know how else to say that, they're getting the bad end of the deal, when they have to give up the money they earned. That's the whole premise of the song, because he feels like he's working so hard and barely getting by as it is. So I do understand that mindset and why. But uh but like I said, the solution would be to have everybody kind of get, you know I consider taxing the rich more, um like doing searches to make sure they're paying actually paying those taxes. uh um you know I I'd say, like, you know for taxes on, I'm a social democrat. I'm close to a liberal, but I'm a social democrat because I believe that everyone should chip in. I'm not saying that, so, like, the working class or middle class, whatever you want to call it, I feel like they should, you know, like, right now, they need some help. They need to pay less, and poor people definitely need no taxes whatsoever. I Just until things get better, and when things get better, then we even it out more, where, you know, you know, the rich are paying the most, the middle class is paying uh taxes a fair amount, not necessarily, like, just how much you make is this going to be how much you spend in taxes. So if you have more money, then you have taxes that are, more severe. That's my idea on how to do it. Some people might call it socialism, but I'm tired of seeing people working so hard all their lives just to be miserable at their jobs and, like, dreading going to work. I want everyone to one day. I just wish we could just all do whatever we wanted because we all had the money amount, but that's not going to keep the economy going. I understand that, but there's going to be people that will still want to work those jobs. People that want to be astronauts, people that want to be, so that's never going to go away. People that want to do or just get the extra money. So, like, worrying about if, you know, money will deplete is another thing. I'm sorry, I'm just getting into the song a little bit. I know it's a little bit different than what the song's talking about. This is just how I see that for it to help people get better. I'm just putting my input. You know, some people will say just get rid of taxes. Some people say lower the taxes. Some people say, some people say they're stealing with the taxes. Like, I'm just one person. That's just what I believe. Like, it's just, I feel as powerless as he feels with the government. Like, I don't know. I don't, you know what I mean? It's like, what if they're just pocketing some of that money that is supposed to go to the people that need it? I don't know. That music sounds like you're trying to go and keep working, but you're so tired. That's the metaphor to the song. You're trying to work so hard that, like, but it's like you're dragging it on. It That's how it feels for the guitar. He's dragging it on sometimes. When he's strumming hard, he's trying his best, and then it just kind of ends because there's only so hard you can work. I see that as the metaphor in the music.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Yeah, the end is just like he's just exhausted emotionally. That's how I feel it. So, um, all I can say is just everyone will agree with me with this, that this world is not, this financial situation is not viable. How it's going right now. Um, I think that some of the money needs to be brought back to the U.S. I think there's things that need to be brought back to help the U.S. thrive and not rely on China and other people. And then some of you might be thinking, I thought you were a social democrat. Well, I have views of the right too. Like, I just say that as a blink, like a best idea. More, most of my beliefs, or yeah, whether it's like 50 50% or whatever, I don't know the exact, are social democrat, but I have some other beliefs too, and that's what people have to do when they talk about this stuff. They have to keep in mind, like I did, with other people's views and perspectives. And like I said, this song is just about a working man. That's all it is. And I'm just trying to figure out, just like everybody else, how to make this world a better place for all of us. And I'm sure that's what you want to do too. So I just have a different perspective. If I was working as much as him, I'd start to get jealous of people on welfare too. Like, we're all human beings. Like, it's not a left or right thing. It's even though you could say, yeah, he technically leans more right with the song. It's the song's just about working really hard and just being tired of it all. That's the true meaning of the song. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of people can relate with that right now. Leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new. Check out all these other videos over here. They're gonna be hopefully related. I'll make, because I'm gonna do one from YouTube and one from my own choice. YouTube's been just choosing my last video for some reason, but I was taught that's how you're supposed to do it. And I'll see you when you watch me again, metaphorically.